Hi, so actually here I am, basically in my residence back in Jakarta, Indonesia. It's been a while since I made a video. So actually I rarely make videos anyway. I usually post my stuff in Instagram. But for today I would like to just to talk about masks a little bit. As you know, because of this global pandemic, there's also global shortage in masks. Albeit the surgical masks or the N95, and even if you do find these, you'll find them at a very ridiculous price. So again, just a bit of disclaimer: I'm not an expert in this. I'm not a virologist. I'm not an epidemiologist. I don't know if I said that correctly, uh, but or nor I'm a health and safety expert. And uh, what I want to talk about is the alternatives of, because of the global shortage in masks. What can you do? You've probably seen a lot of DIY videos on how to make your own masks, and we'll see what we could do to make that a bit more effective, right? So it's not, again, I'm not an expert in this, and usually, like, the health and safety professionals will definitely not agree with these kind of things, but we are using it at a civilian setting. We are not putting it in, let's say, in a medical work area where you do need those special masks. So this is not an alternative for you medical workers out there or in hospital settings. This is for us civilians who are non-medical workers, who should not be taking away supplies that is supposed to be dedicated for all those great people in the front line, in the hospitals, working, you know, risking their lives every day. But then they have shortage of PPEs. Even surgical masks are hard to find. So I don't think we should be taking away those supplies from them. So what can we do as civilians then? Or those for us that in the who are non-medical workers? Well, as you can see, like some DIY masks recommend cloth masks. Cloth masks are, I mean, you could say, I mean, are very porous. So porous meaning like air could go through them easily, and at the same time meaning the uh, the particulates could actually go out. You've probably seen videos where they how to test act like a very, how should I say it, a genuine three-ply surgical masks that actually work, by putting a lighter in front of it, like that, like so, and then blowing on it. So if it's hard to blow out, or even you cannot blow it out, that would be the proper way, the proper mask, right? Because it's very hard for air to go through. Therefore, particulates have a difficult time to go through as well. So what can we do though? So I'm not gonna, no, I'm not gonna test those surgical masks because apparently the ones that I bought failed the test. They all failed the test. So I'm not gonna bother. But I've seen the ones that saying, I've seen in YouTube videos or in other social media saying that, or demonstrating that, you cannot blow air out of your air goes very little through these masks, and you cannot blow the fire out. All right, so I'm not doing a DIY mask, but I have here a regular cloth mask. This is, as you see, this is very, very thin, very porous, right? So let's just put this on. So I mean, even like at first glance, you know that this will not work. Uh, but let's test it anyway, right? Right. So I'm just going to do a double knot here, so it's just easier to do. Right. Right. I mean, you probably already know the results of this. Right. Let's try it again for luck. All right, but so we could see that it's not effective, and people should say that a non-effective solution is might as well be no solution at all, or because it will give you the illusion that you have security, but you don't, right? So what can we do? We could actually improve it a bit, right? Just take two pieces of paper. This is a regular 2-ply tissue paper, right? And all you do is just put them together, so. And what you do is you actually put this between your mask and your nose and mouth. So it's as simple as putting it there and put it over. Right. So there you go. Yeah, this is not an ear loop one, so it's kind of annoying, but you know, sometimes the ear loop one is, you know, it hurts your ears. But at least with this one, you could have, yeah, you could avoid the ears and, you know, just tie it up to the back. All right, so let's do the test. I cannot blow it out. So that, just putting two pieces of tissues together and putting it between your mask and your mouth and nose would have that added layer of protection. So would this be okay? Just be reminded, this is no actual substitute for regular masks, right? If you do have access to them, that would be better. But you know, there's a global shortage. You should always have, you should give that to the medical and hospital workers instead. Again, just a disclaimer, it's not an actual replacement, but it's an alternative when there is no other option, right? I mean, even if you have that option right now, you should give those to the medical workers who are fighting the front lines. I cannot reiterate that enough, right? So please, if you, like, I mean, leave those surgical masks, those N95 masks, you know, if you do have them right now, that's fine, but I don't think we should take more from the market so the hospitals and the medical workers could have it. There's also an advantage of this, having this tissue between your cloth masks. So you know how your mask actually gets very smelly and dirty after a while you use it. Well, with this, I mean, with this like kind of tissue thing, with the tissue strategy, like after you're finished with it, just throw it away. Like, I mean, probably in the middle of the day, like, oh damn, this starts to stink. You throw it away and you get a few more tissues and put it over between your cloth mask and yourself. But one thing about cloth mask, it's you cannot, you know, it's not for daily use. Like, I mean, you should have a few of them. Let's say it's good if you have one for every day of the week. So let's say 5 or 7, because every time after you use them, you should wash them for the day, or even you have 2 during the day, and you know, you exchange it like after half a day. But then you have to wash it at the end of the day, right? Because again, it's even, I mean, just go by the principle of surgical masks. After you use it, you throw it away. With these cloth masks, after you use it, you wash it, right? Don't like use the same one day in and day out. Wash them and dry them. Make sure it's on, I mean, it gets lots of heat or lots of sunlight, or if you have a dryer, use a dryer. Make sure that it's very, very dry. And after that, even if you have an iron, right, iron it. The reason being is we want to have you know, a lot of heat on them to prevent to make sure any bacterias or any molds are out. You know, they basically, you just burn them out using high heat. Okay, so I mean, those are like advantages and disadvantages, but it is a good alternative during these times where you know, those proper regular masks are very hard to find. So I hope this video would be useful, and I mean, I wish you all good health. Hopefully we can all go through during these hard times together. So be well and be safe. Thank you very much.